Crepe, XPIN, COAI to, to perform best in November. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today is Monday, the 17th of November. I see a lot of posts, of course, regarding the situation of the market and how we are, beginning to see that Bitcoin continue, its downward movement. And of course, a lot of people from my group also talking to me about the possibility for us to see a pump in this November. But let me tell you something. According to historical fact, we have seen that anytime Bitcoin correct, because of course, when we're seeing Bitcoin correction, a lot of people are afraid right now. But please don't be afraid. It is all pushed out. How many of you remember I sent out a video regarding how some group of whales they stepped out to kind of frustrate the market, and that is what we're just seeing right now. The first week of November is gone, the second week gone, now we're in the third week. Okay, yeah, third week of November, because next week is already the last week of November. And of course, the market still continue to behave like this. I believe this week is a key week in this month. Bitcoin should find its bottom and continue to pump from there and start to pump from there. That means this week will be a great factor to decide if we're going to continue to see Bitcoin keep dropping and keep losing its price. Of course, why Bitcoin is the marker, like I've told you, is a key crypto in this bull run that will determine the position, the direction of the bull market. So that's why it is so important. And the last time Bitcoin pumped almost 80%, we saw the same correction, ladies and gentlemen. So this is not a new thing, but is the kind of greed, the kind of fear in the market that is making people freak out, like they are forgetting where this market is leading to. Of course, those of you, if you're watching my channel for the first time, please like and subscribe. Follow me for more. Of course, those of you who are new to this channel, of course, I also offer what we call guidance in terms of if you really want to know more about crypto, navigating the market, those of you in the prophetic crypto community, those of you in the household of faith, please like, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my premium membership, follow me for more, and of course, join my Telegram group. And you can reach me one-on-one. You can send me a message now just through Telegram, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to come back here to tell you, from what the look of things, Bitcoin to pump up to 40% when the bottom is in. So when Bitcoin bottom is in, we might see 40% pump from there, maybe coming up to the end of this week, or maybe going into the last week of November. But of course, two things are going to be playing out. First of all, are we ready to see the prophetic, fulfillment of these two cryptos, of XPIN, of Crepe, and of course, also COAI? Because why? We believe this crypto with the utility, speaking about XPIN and COAI, and of course, the word from our man of God, I've talked about it. We have so many words regarding Crepe, especially those of you who are in the prophetic crypto community. Then, of course, man of God to Prophet Joel, he talked about this crypto now being a huge blessing to a lot of us, talking about Crepe. Now, there's a word from Air Bernard that talks about November upward. So if Bitcoin is able to do 40% in this November, that means it's this, even this altcoin could be even doing more, or even Crepe with the meme coin, can even do 3 to 4 times more. So that's why I believe we shouldn't be worried at this time. We should be full of faith, looking at what the market is going to bring. Of course, historically, November is never a red market in November. But this time, we cannot even tell you what is really going on. That's to tell you, of course, why the market is looking like this. Then, of course, we're also looking at the sentiment in the market, the people who are there talking about, of course, the possibility that Bitcoin can even reach new all-time high in the market. Of course, that wouldn't be happening in November if you talk about Bitcoin, because I believe it has to first of all get back to 100K, then it can move up to 120, 126, its former all-time high. Then we can talk about maybe 130, 140, even 180. Some people talk about 200K for Bitcoin in this bull market. Okay, and of course, why would I say this is the best time to be buying and holding? And some of you talking to me about XLM being one of the prophetic coin. Yes, it's a long term. For me, I see it's a long term hold for XLM, for XRP as well, because those are the backbones of cryptocurrency or finance in the future. We should be buying and holding. Of course, yet again, not a financial advice. You should be doing what we call doing your own research, looking at your own, in-depth analysis, and of course, making your own decision. Now, this is the market is down. This is the best time. Maybe this is the last time you'll find Bitcoin under 93K. This is the last time you might be finding Crepe this low. The last time you might be finding XPIN this low. You must be right now accumulating as much as you can, dollar cost average, and of course, please, it's yet again not a financial advice. Of course, if you like what I share, if you're here, if you're new on my channel, please like and subscribe. Today being Monday, the market is just being moving sideways. And of course, we're looking for a very positive Tuesday. We're looking for a very vibrant recovery. And I wish you all the best, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, be patient, be hopeful, and be prayerful. Peace out. From here, it's from your brother and your friend, St. JamesCrypto. Nice to see you all. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.